Graham Lowe has really chosen a classy side to represent the 1989 Sevens champions. Ridge, Stokes, Lydiard, O'Connor, a lot of Sevens experience there for the captain. Kevin Iro, Hancock, Cliff Lyons, and a bit of muscle up the front, Roberts, Cunningham and Joe. Illawarra there, a couple of new faces, two recruits from Balmain in particular, Michael Neal and Craig Izzard. David Riolo, Rod Wishart, Rodwell, Fritz, plenty of pace in the backs. Gallagher from West, John Simon and John Cross. Michael Neal, Ginger Meggs, one of the best trainers in the game of rugby league, wearing the Illawarra colours for the first time, and Craig Izzard there. He left Parramatta, went to Balmain. He's had some injury problems, and now he too joins up with the Illawarra Steelers and Graham Murray. Greg McCallum's got the whistle for this one. Nissan Sevens action coming to you on the wide world of sports. Time on, 14 minutes in front of us, and a deep kick-off, but Matthew Ridge is there to bring it back. Ridge tied up in defence there. John Simon, one of the tacklers, Michael Neal, the other. O'Connor now brings it back to the right of the ground. He's away and over the 22. Flick pass inside for Stokes. Owen Cunningham. 10 metres from the halfway mark. Ian Roberts now turns his back on the defence. Hit and spin. Cliffy Lyons. Ridge though gets a pass away. Lyons cleans it up for Manly.
The Manly side showing plenty of width in their attack, and that's a secret to Sevens football. Throw the ball around out wide.
McCallum has found a knock on there. I don't think Cliffy Lyons agrees. I don't blame him. 10 metres on the Manly side of halfway. Michael Neal feeding it. Illawarra now spreading the football with the run around on Rodwell. Dale Fritz to play it. Rodwell's a dummy half. That's Craig Izzard. Good tackle by Roberts. John Simon's a dummy half. Michael Neal now calls runners around him. Simon. Dave Gallagher, a mistake coming into the play for the Steelers.
Bad blue there by Dave Gallagher, a former West player now with the Illawarra Steelers. A chance now for Manly. They're a side that can score from deep in their own half, Manly.
Scrum work by Frankie Stokes. To the open side, no gain in ground. O'Connor looking to come back to the right. Here it is, the switch of play back right for O'Connor through the hands of Lyons. Neal around the leg, Simon over the top. Matthew Ridge now. O'Connor in 4. Lyons. Coming back to the blind side where they've got numbers. O'Connor draws the defence. Gives it out there to Owen Cunningham. But good cover defence puts him over the sideline.
How many times you've seen Mick Neal do that, Ray? He's a fantastic player. Not the fastest player in the world, but a great cover defender.
I once recall Warren Ryan when he was at Balmain making the point that Mike Neal was probably the fittest and the best trainer that he's ever had. Played by Rod Wishart, state player. This is Gallagher now. 8 metres Illawarra side of halfway. And no score gone. 3 minutes into the match. Izzard. Roberts was the tackler. Neal looking to turn it back to the centre. Finds Gallagher. Sounds crazy to say it, but fancy no score in a Sevens match after about 4 minutes of play. Here's a chance as Illawarra put it to the boot. A rush here for Stokes. He gets there in time.
Well, that was good work by Mick Neal. You've got to try something in Sevens. The long grubber through, but Manly just got back in time.
So now it's with Iro. Lyons outside the 10, back for Iro. Outside the quarter as he brushes them away. Wild pass back for Roberts. Roberts comes to Rodwell. Ball goes to ground. I think he's ruled that it came off Manly, but it came off Illawarra. That's a bad blue there because The ball for mine came off the hand of an Illawarra player making the tackle on Roberts. See it again.
Certainly did. Ian Roberts turns his back. It came off John Simon, it was. Should have been play on. It should be Manly 6, Illawarra 0.
A little bit of that eagle coming out in you, Paul.
Oh, no. None of that, Ray.
Fed by Michael Neal. And Callum wants it again. I don't know that he'll get much better. That's Rodwell in the headgear, as per normal. Wrestled to the ground by Matthew Ridge. Dale Fritz in 4 for the Steelers. From dummy half to the 22.
Just looking for support. There was no one there.
Simon. Rodwell comes around, makes the extra man, but very well read. Owen Cunningham chopping him down from Simon to Neal. That's the 22-metre line. Intercept by Michael O'Connor. They won't catch O'Connor. Wishart will get him. I don't think he will. Wishart's closing. O'Connor's going to make it. Manly pick up the 4. You sold out very quickly, Fatty.
Snoz is getting old, Ray. He's hit 31.
You sold out very quick, Fatty.
Wishart's the character swinger. I thought he'd pick him up, but Snoogle O'Connor picked up the intercept, and away he went for the try. They had the overlap, Illawarra. Actually, Mick O'Connor read it very, very well. Here's Wishart, says, I'm going to get you, son. But no, Snoz has got that big nose of his out in front, and away he went, looking around, over for the try.
Yes, if ever there's going to be a photo, Michael would have to start favourite. There's the kick, straight between the big sticks, over the black dot, and Manly leads Illawarra 6-0, 1.5 minutes from half-time.
Illawarra's got the chance to fight back now. They work in the Manly's quarter. Neither side has held the ball for 6 yet.
Neal looking for the gap up the middle. Oh, down goes Greg McCallum.
Oh, you're guilty.
Come on, Greg, up you get, son. Simon.
Chance.
Now it's Craig Izzard. It's out to Rodwell. Rodwell goes back inside Iro. Oh, a chance, a try. When begging, or have they lost it? No, they haven't. They're in the score. John Cross has scored for the Steelers.
Good scrambling football there from Illawarra. They had the chance out wide. Craig Izzard, he's been through more clubs than Slim Dusty. Away goes Rodwell inside. The drop ball there, but good support. Craig Izzard again getting involved, and John Cross puts the ball over. Illawarra back in the game.
Kick to be taken by John Simon. He's wearing the unfamiliar number 9 jumper tonight. Under 30 seconds of the first half remaining. It's just wide. So Manly cling to a narrow lead, 6 points to 4. Timeout called. Craig Izzard all pumped up. Cliffy Lyons waiting for the football. With 7's, both teams have to take up positions on the field, whilst the man taking the conversion does his job. When he returns to an onside position, then they get it going. This is Owen Cunningham now, with the half-time siren about to sound. There it is right now as Roberts gives it to Lyons. Lyons puts the kick ahead for the Chasers. The chase isn't bad. The kick has been well weighted, but it's been cleaned up there by David Riolo. That's half-time, and Manly leads the Steelers by 6 points to 4. If Manly successful with conversion, 7 minutes of football remaining for these two sides in the first match of their respective pool. Pool D, in fact, in the 1992 Nissan 7's. All the action coming to you on the 9 network. As Rodwell comes back now for Illawarra. Put down by Cliffy Lyons. And note that David Lydiard has now taken the ground for Manly. That's Ian Russell now.
He's a danger man for Manly, Ian Russell.
So after Riolo played the ball, it's gone away for Michael Neal to get it down the other end of the ground. A good chase has been put on here. Hancock can't clean it up. Wishart comes up with it, but it's been knocked on. Well read by McCallum.
Once again, good tactics by Illawarra, keeping the ball down in Manly's quarter. Big kick from Mick Neal, a good chase from Wishart. And the Manly stuck in just outside their own quarter now with a scrum to pack.
So Hancock will feed the scrum. Wide ball for Ridge. Now it's with Iro. Left thigh heavily strapped there. This is Kevin Iro. Ridge again a dummy half. Tries to draw the marker and then turn it back to the man that played the ball. Oftentimes it opens up space in the middle of the ground. Played by Hancock for Ridge. Through Hancock again for Roberts. Roberts standing, looking to offload, presents it for Hancock. This is Jones now. Just outside the 22, their own end of the ground, leading by 2. Lyons into a hole, turns it away now, and it comes back in the middle of the field for Lydiard. The ground, Lyons has to go back and regather. Manly using up plenty of time here. Why wouldn't you? You're in front. Kevin Iro, he's over the halfway, steps out of a tackle by McNeil, gives it to David Lydiard. Lydiard's going for the corner. He'll score for Manly. Manly 10, Illawarra 4. Well, David Lydiard, the try scorer.
Great try to Manly. They seem to be getting bogged down in their own quarter, throwing the ball everywhere. But they finally, Kevin Iro made the break, and David Lydiard turns the clock back to about 1982 at Parramatta and scoots away from the defence. Manly in front.
Manly in front by 6. Matthew Ridge taking the conversion attempt. 10 metres in from touch. Gets it away okay, but it's wide of the upright, so the score remains unchanged. They're 10 points to 4 in favour of the Eagles over the Steelers. Restart time again. Ian Russell, held by Lyons and by Roberts. Simon doesn't use Neil on the left. He comes right, throws a wild pass, tried to cut out a couple of Manly defence players. Richard cleans up. Now it's Simon back into the middle for Russell. Illawarra stretching Manly one side to the other, but they're throwing reckless passes. Knock on by Simon, and a scrum to pack down. Centre of the ground.
Well, reckless passes is right, Ray. They're throwing it anywhere, and when it's on the ground, it just wasn't picked up well enough there, and it's a knock-on. Manly speed, and I meant another try for Manly. It's all over.
Hancock looks for an opening close to the scrum base. Does well to keep his arms free and put O'Connor down the ground a few more metres. O'Connor now, after a dummy to the outside, turns it back to the middle for Roberts. And McNeil and John Simon do the cleaning up work. Lyons turns it back for Roberts. Now it's with Lyons again. Lydiard, taken ball and all by Dale Fritz. Again, you'll see that dummy half just take a pace out, try and draw the marker and turn it back to the man that played the ball. David Lydiard playing the ball for John Jones now. This is Matthew Ridge folding in from the right wing. Hancock now. Oh, solid tackle there by Simon and Neil. They've earned whatever wages are coming their way, John Simon and McNeil. Jones run around for Lyons. O'Connor, he's into space again, the captain. Will he make it this time? Yes, O'Connor gets a double.
Put that one down to Cliffy Lyons. The run around, he held the pass up beautifully. And Snoz O'Connor into open space that time. They couldn't catch him.
14 points to 4.
Cliffy Lyons, he drew 2. O'Connor all he had to do was run to the gap. He did that well. Wishart once again chased, not quick enough.
Conversion attempt successful for Matthew Ridge. And Manly now opening up an unbeatable lead of 16 points to 4, and we're inside the 2-minute marker.
The Illawarra side a victim of their own mistakes here. They haven't held the ball for 6 all game, and that's why they're behind 16-4.
So they get us going again, the Steelers. Dale Fritz runs into a traffic jam. Put down by Big John Jones. Now it's Cross. Try scorer for Illawarra. From Simon, across for Riolo. Riolo beats Roberts. He's into open space. Frank Stokes is chasing. Won't catch him. Riolo goes in for Illawarra's third try of the match. Or second try, I beg your pardon. 16 points to 8 now.
Illawarra, they're not dead yet. A good try here by David Riolo, who's got plenty of pace. Saw the gap, went through it. Ian Roberts, you'd expect the fullback to get round the front rower. He did just that. Over in the corner. 16-8, kick to come.
About 1 minute of the match remaining. Brett Rodwell right out on the T-bar there. And unsuccessful, so Manly will take their time bringing it back for the restart. A nice lead of 8 points And this and 7's from the football stadium.
In this second half, Ray, Manly have had the ball twice and they've scored twice. Here's their third time. Will they do it again?
Lions across and then holding it back and turning it for Roberts. They've mounted some numbers on the right. Iro's pass was reckless. Ridge couldn't handle. Stokes comes back and he's met there by Dale Fritz and put to ground. Frank Stokes. Lions. Now Stokes again. They won it 2 years ago, as I said at the opening of this game, and they've been installed as second favourites for this tournament in 1992, quoted as an 8-1 chance. Roberts gets his arm free. He puts one of his teammates, Owen Cunningham, down the ground. He's going to make it. Cunningham gets another try for Manly. 20 points to 8.
It's been a great performance by Manly, Ray. They've showed lots of variety. They've created many overlaps. Ian Roberts here shows what ball skills he's got. Owen Cunningham running hard on the inside. They weren't going to stop AJ from there. And a good performance by Manly. And other sides must sit up and take notice of them now.
Well, this is what the fans came to see. Tries, and they're getting plenty of them here at the football stadium tonight. As Cliff Lyons takes the attempt at conversion, it's unsuccessful. Manly defeating Illawarra by 20 points to 8. As we take a break, we'll be back in